How you doing, guys, and welcome. It is Kraken here, and we're back in 7 Days to Die, and it is now Alpha 20.1. Yes, the update, the new patch is here. So let's go through the important points about Alpha 20.1. But before that, I was looking at my analytics the other day, and I have noticed that over 80% of my regular people who come back and watch my videos have not subscribed to this channel. So do me a solid, do me a big favour, and please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's get cracking. Update loot probability and quality of templates and better align with the new loot stage system. Bloody hell, that's a tongue twister. Basically, this one means that we should be finding better loot that actually suits our loot stage, because our loot has been absolutely terrible that I've noticed so far in Alpha 20. Right, that leads me straight on to our next one. We now have a cap between tier 2 and tier 3 with our loot. The problem with that is if your loot stage fits right into that cap, they're going to cap you from hitting tier 2 loot, but tier 3 loot hasn't become available yet, so we might end up with some missing containers. So we don't exactly know what the loot stage is that we're going to have that, but hopefully they get that patched and fixed pretty damn soon. Right, this one we've needed for ages. Those new bookshelves that you find in all the new Cracker books are terrible, but the fun paints have actually now upped the probability of the books that you can find in these book piles, which is much needed. Mailboxes now have a higher chance to spawn archery, spear and needle and thread books. Mailboxes are really easy to get in the beginning of the game, and these ones really help the beginning of the game. If you can get that only useful needle and thread book so you can have double cargo pockets, that's really good at the beginning of the game, and archery is so OP now, that's really going to help. Reworked tier chest loot to better reflect the POI difficulty. So now when we're going through a harder POI, we should find loot at the end that actually reflects how difficult that POI is. So that should really help. If you want to try those bigger, harder POIs at the beginning of the game, you'll actually get rewarded for it. Reduce the amount of aloe cream found in backpacks. Now, I had noticed that there was a hell of a lot of aloe cream that you were finding in backpacks, which, to be honest, really helped. But they have actually reduced that now. Now the big one, the one that we've all been waiting for, increased the chance to find acid in sinks and chemical sets. Acid has been the biggest pain in the bum in Alpha 20. It's been ridiculous. I've been playing through my own playthrough and struggled like anything to get 5 acid to make a chemistry station. Luckily, I managed to buy a motorbike, so I didn't need acid for the wheels. But hopefully now, things are going to change. And talking about wheels, added another low chance to find vehicle wheels in pass and gas crates. Awesome. So with good news, there's always going to be bad news. And the bad news starts off with reduce the amount of ammo you can loot by 15 to 30%. That's quite significant. That's quite a decent amount of loot. And the worst one, which I thought this was actually really good for Alpha 20, yellow zombie bag drops and the blue zombie bag drops now both of those now contain less ammo. Horde Nights were actually pretty damn good because you were actually building up and sometimes ended up in a plus. The amount of ammo you had used to the amount you would actually gain back. Now, looks like we're going back to the old days. Treasure maps now spawn closer to you, which is a bit of a bonus. Treasure maps calculation from 0.0. Now this is a big one for a lot of you. The hollow sights have been fixed for most of the weapons now in the game because most of them were off, and that was extremely annoying. I struggle enough to hit zombies in the head. Hopefully this will help. So the Fun Pips have now cut the Gamestage Achievements in half for the Steam Awards. I still have not completed all of these with over 3,000 hours into the game. Maybe I'll have a chance now. Now the fun pips are fixed switching between Steam online and offline mode, with one save game result in different player profiles and saves. So if you're one of those guys that has to play offline, it should be a big one for you. This one is for you builders out there. They have now fixed the show stability colors that weren't updating. You had to keep telling the game to recalculate the stability of the blocks that you had placed. This one has apparently now been fixed, so that will really help. Origin shift could cause objects to fall through the world. Basically what they're saying here is they've fixed objects falling through the world. I'll believe that when I see it. I will link the patch notes down below in the comments, so if you want to read through all of them, they are there, but these are all the major points. And don't forget guys, this is experimental, it's not stable yet. Please be careful with those game saves, make sure you back them up. As always, big thumbs up on the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. You guys have a cracking day, I'll catch you in the next episode. Take it easy.